The students of 8th class, let's continue learning history. Chapter 4, that's India in the 18th century. So students, before realizing the 18th century, let's realize what happened in the 16th, 17th century in India, that is a medieval period. Earlier, the Delhi Sultanate ruled in India, followed by the Mughal rule. Okay, that is Babur, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. These were the prominent Mughal rulers. Now we are going to study or learn the later Mughal rulers. Now why we call them at all later Mughal rulers? Because they were weak and they succeeded one after another in quick succession, like Jahandar Shah, Farooq Siyar, and Muhammad Shah, and so on, Bahadur Shah, Zafar, and so on. So they ruled for only for few years, and they were weak rulers. Okay, so that's why they are known as the later Mughal rulers. So students, last Mughal ruler was Aurangzeb, and his kingdom or his empire belonged to throughout India. But the last days of Aurangzeb, many of the areas got independent, territories got independent. That is the Sikhs in Punjab, okay, and Jats in Haryana, Rajput, then Marathas in Bijapur, Nawab of Bengal got separated from the Mughal ruler empire. Okay, so many of them became independent. Okay, and the Mughal empire was confined to only this much area. Okay, so it was just for the namesake. So Aurangzeb had some wrong policies. Due to that, many of the Indians got separated themselves from the Mughal empire. So we have a weak successor, that means Jahandar Shah, Muhammad Shah. These rulers, Mughal rulers, succeeded, but they were weak and they were operated by the nobles or the governors. They were just puppet in their hands. Okay, and nobles often indulge in conspiracies, arguments, and all that. And moreover, there was a rivalry among the nobles, because background they were Iranis, Turanis, Afghans, Hindustanis. So there was often groupism, and they hated each other. So there was no unity. Moreover, in the third point, there had been Jagirdari crisis and Mansabdari crisis, because number of nobles and Jagirdar officers had increased. The emperor had increased number of Mansabdars officers, and the whole land was given to them. Now the emperor did not have much of troops to look after and much of land to get revenue. So the soldiers owed their allegiance to Mansabdar. So in this way, the Mughal rule became weaker. And in the deep part, Nadir Shah and Ahmed Shah Abdali further weakened the Mughal empire as he invaded many times India and looted the great wealth of Mughals, that is the Peacock Throne and Kohinoor. Okay. Then, as I told you, there was a war of succession. There was no proper law that who shall succeed the present ruler after his death. And I told you also that Aurangzeb's policy were wrong. And military had gone weak. They had become bulky. They were not skilled officers. They were indulged in drinking and all that. So they lacked moral values and all that. So weak military administration. So such were the causes. So few of the states got independent, as I told you in the map. 6 Rajputs, Bengal got independent, Bijapur, Golconda, and so on. So we will study from Bengal that Murshid Quli Khan became independent. Okay, he was Subedar of Bengal and he became independent. And later his administration was very good. Okay, very efficient. Okay, then he was followed by Suzuddin, then Alivardi Khan, then the last ruler was Sirajudullah, who had wrong terms with the East India Company, English Company. So Sirajudullah was defeated by Robert Clive. Okay, and Bengal fell in the hands of Britishers. Then Hyderabad, Chin Kulich Khan was the founder. Okay, and he was also known as Nizam ul Mulk. And then later, Hyderabad had weaker Nizams and could not control, and often European companies interfered in the Nizams. Then Awadh was another kingdom which was discovered and became independent. It was founded by Saadat Khan, the governor of Muhammad Shah, and later his son-in-law Safdar Jung succeeded him, and later his son Suzudullah, but later it fell in the hands of Britishers, this kingdom also. And we have Rohillas of Afghans, okay, ruled Rohilkhand, that is near Uttar Pradesh. And Guru Tegh Bahadur's son, Guru Gobind Singh, took revenge against Aurangzeb because Aurangzeb beheaded Guru Tegh Bahadur. And after his death, Banda Bahadur succeeded him. And after the death of Banda Bahadur, there were 12 missiles, 12 kingdoms. And when Maharaja Ranjit Singh came forward, the 12 missiles, 12 kingdoms were united by Maharaja Ranjit Singh. And later companies, East India Company interfered in Punjab, and in 1840, Maharaja Ranjit Singh's son Dalip Singh was defeated by the East India Company. Then there were Jats in Delhi and Agra, Mathura. They became independent rulers. Rajput in Rajasthan became independent by Raja Sway Jai Singh. Okay, and he founded a pink city there in Jaipur. And also he was a great administrator and great builder. Okay, and further we shall learn about the independent state in the next video. Thank you.